Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I'm looking a little bald today. I am so used to having my pink pieces like in the front, my bangs, and it feels weird to have them back, but it also feels kind of good because I always have my bangs in my face. Anyways, welcome back. Today we are gonna hang out. We're gonna do our makeup. I'm actually on my way to the mall. I decided this like mid getting ready because I need to go to Bath and Body Works. I need some new candles. I want some wall plugins. Fall is among us. I don't care what you say, it's September. It's September, and to me that's fall, even though I live in LA and LA doesn't really have seasons. So we're gonna go to the mall. We're gonna get some stuff to make my apartment smell good. I definitely tried a new technique for my under eyes. So if you guys wanna hang out, let's hang out. Starting off with our Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Girl, the angle of this is so funny to me. Like, I remember I was filming, I'm like, girl, why does like the camera look so high? Low-key, I thought it looked good, but in like 1 minute, I changed the angle so it's not gonna look as awkward. But I am a, what? I've been obsessed with this primer lately. I thought it was breaking me out, but girl, obviously it's not because I've been using it back to back for a few days now and I love it. It's one of those tacky primers and it goes on super smooth. It looks like it's going to go on thick, but it's not. It like almost feels like water as it's going on your face. Now we're going to move into spot concealing. I use the REM Beauty concealer. I did do a review on the new Sweetener foundation plus this concealer, and something I have to tell you guys is do not use this concealer under your eyes. It is so thick and like waxy. That's the best way I can describe it. Very thick concealer. It's giving Tarte Maracuja, It Cosmetics in the black tube. Very, very thick. And it looked horrible under my eyes. I feel like it's fun because it's in a pot, but do not do it. Spot concealing, bomb. e.l.f. Halo Glow. And moving into brushes. I love this brush that they sent over, REM Beauty. This brush and the concealer brush, so freaking good. The way that they made the shape of the brushes, because the concealer brush is basically just like a mini version of the one I'm using right here. So, so good. Like, honestly, I have to put this in like my top 5 favorite foundation brushes. The only thing that's annoying is that the handle itself is kind of winky. It's like a winky dinky brush. It's so flimsy, like it's giving dollar store, but the bristles in the barrel is giving like $30. Like you could pay that and you'll be so happy for it. Now we're moving into cream bronzer. I was on my explore page the other day and I seen this girl, she was putting so much bronzer on her face and it looked bomb. I was like, yeah, I need to do that. So I'm going in with the Makeup Forever HD Skin Palette. As you guys can see, the coverage, the pigmentation is insane. But I just really wanted to get like high impact bronzer. I haven't done a lot of bronzer lately. I've been doing pretty natural. So, yeah, I wanted to give that. I used to wear a lot of bronzer back in the day. Like, I didn't feel like myself unless I had a horizontal stripe of bronzer on my face. So, I go back and forth between the cream bronzer brush and my foundation brush just to make sure it's blended because I am traumatized. Moving into concealer. You guys know I mentioned this before. One of my favorite creators over on TikTok is Cariad. I hope I'm saying her name right. I think she's based in the UK. She just came out with a collection with a brand called Pink Honey, and it's her pink under eye. She built that trend. She made it. She has gotten hate for it. She's gotten love for it. Girl, I'm here for it. I think makeup comes in all different forms. And she just gives off such good vibes. I don't know. She's so cute. I love her. Anyways, I have not got the collection in yet, but I did want to try the technique as a whole, just in general, because I feel that this video that I'm recreating, her makeup looks so bomb. I'm actually going to leave it linked down below so you guys can check it out. But I was like, yeah, we need to try that 100%. So what you're going to do is take a skin tone concealer. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape for both. Apply it lower down on your face. A brighter concealer on the inner part, like closer up to your eye. She actually uses her Pink Honey collection, which is a pink corrector. They didn't want to market it as a concealer because they wanted everybody to use it, but basically just a super light pink concealer up higher on your eyes. And then your cream blush, you're going to put further back towards your temples, like where your blush would normally be placed. And I'm using the P. Louise blushes. You guys know I just posted a review on these. I was pretty underwhelmed by these. I was expecting so much more. I end up putting Cutie Cake on top of this because I just need a little bit more impact. Girl, I'm so used to my Juvia's Place blushes. I'm like, what is going on? Especially coming from P. Louise, it's crazy.
Anyways, she did just come out with cream bronzers, P. Louise, and I kind of want to try them out because the sponge applicator is just so fun to me. I love using it. So we're going to blend out the blush first and let that concealer sit. Girl, when I tell you that this concealer was dry when I blended it out, I don't think I've ever let my concealer sit this long, but it truly, truly changed the game. Like, look how long it's sitting on my face. Still sitting there, and this is Tarte Shape Tape Girl, so you know it's gonna dry down. When I went to blend it out, it was the most seamless, beautiful application. I actually went out to the mall, as you guys saw in the beginning. I went to Bath and Body Works, and the cashier complimented me, and I'm not even like trying to sound away, but she like couldn't even get her words out. She's like, "Your face looks so smooth and flawless." And I'm like, "Girl, I swear it's because I tried this." Like my face always looks pretty filtered with like the products I use, but today was extra. Like it was out of this world. So I think the routine was working, girl. We're taking a bigger brush. This is the Morphe E8, which I heard is discontinued. What the heck? Because I recommend this all the time. It's so annoying. But a bigger concealer brush to blend out that skin tone concealer shade. And then we're going to take the lighter Rem or the smaller Rem Beauty brush. Look how cute this brush is to blend out that lighter concealer. And I want to keep it very concentrated and make sure everything looks seamless and almost like an ombre. It's going to look pretty intense. Her makeup, if you know her, follow her, have seen it, it is pretty intense. So this is not natural by any means, but I just needed to put it on my face. The technique, I needed to apply it to my face. That brush does the work for you. Look at this. Oh my gosh, shaped the inside of my brows perfectly just because I don't like to put a lot of product on the inside of my brows. And by using a fuller coverage concealer, I'm kind of creating that negative space to make it look like there's brow there when there's really not. And this brush is shaped in the perfect angle to do that. I love it. It's so tiny and like dense. Look at this. Oh, girl, if this is not convincing you to buy this brush, I truly do not know what will. So the next thing that we're going to move into after we clean this up is setting our under eye. So she takes a translucent powder. She uses Huda Beauty, I think like Pound Cake or something. I'm just using my I Heart Revolution powder, dumping it on the back of this Beauty Creations palette because I couldn't find my lid. So I just put it on this palette and I'm taking a tulip brush. You guys know I'm obsessed with this Morphe tulip brush. Everybody needs this. And I'm going to set my under eyes first before we use a puff. You guys know I usually go in with my velour puff and some translucent powder, but this is what she did. So we are doing it. Look, cat hair. Girl, always a cat hair on my brushes. But this Makeup Revolution powder, or I guess it's I Heart Revolution, which is a sister company to I girl, I'm losing it. You guys know what I mean. It's a sister company. Look how bomb this powder is. I hope they still sell it. I remember I originally got it because the packaging was so freaking cute, but now we're moving in to a brightening shade. She of course uses her collection, but we're going in with the Maybelline Superstay lightest shade. No words. Literally no words. This is a pressed foundation powder. And if you guys are looking for something brightening, let this be your sign that this is what you should buy. Also, it's going to last you forever because the pigmentation is so intense that the littlest amount goes the longest way. At first, I was like, oh, yeah, I messed up. Like, there's no way I'm going to be able to fix this. And I almost turned off the camera. You could see I like reached to turn it off, but I'm like, no, let me show you guys how I fix it. So I'm just taking my original tulip brush that we use under our eyes and kind of blending it out, fluffing it up into my nose contour and blending out the harsh line between my blush and that under eye powder. Just because I do like an intense under eye, but not that intense, girl. It was looking a little crazy. MAC Give Me Sun. This is a mineralized skin finish powder, which basically just means it has a little bit of luminosity to it. There's no shimmer or glitter, but it looks skin-like. And you guys know I've been obsessed with like the Botox forehead look. So anything with a little bit of glow, I'm down. And also it's so funny because I remember applying this being like, is this even doing anything? Like, should I even be putting a powder bronzer on right now? But now that I'm looking back, I'm like, all right, girl, slow down. Like, the bronzer is bronzing. It's there. You don't need to put on any more. I take this tiny little Morphe brush. This is the M506, if I'm not mistaken. And I do my nose contour. I usually use Hoola by Benefit, but I was just using the same bronzer, girl, whatever. And it gets pretty intense. Everything I was doing was like so intense yesterday, but I end up correcting everything. It's just annoying because everything can be fixed, most things in makeup, but it's just annoying to like go back and kind of do damage control. But it's okay, girl, because it happens. And to be honest, I had such a good makeup day yesterday. Like, oh my God, I was obsessed. Taking my concealer brush and kind of going over the bronzer lines because it was pretty intense. And this is the upside of not setting your entire face because you can really go in and manipulate the creams and powders super easily. Whereas back in the day, I used to set down my face like concrete, like my whole face was baked. So I couldn't really manipulate the products, but now I can. Okay, a moment of silence for this technique. A velour puff and blush. Are you kidding me? For some reason, I'm like, that's not going to work. Like in my head, I'm like, there's just no way. Like I literally had a brush in my other hand to fix it. You guys need to try this technique so hard. That doesn't even make sense. My cheeks have never looked so smooth and poreless, and there was so much pigmentation. You can take a blush with no pigmentation, use a velour puff to apply it to your face, and you'll get something out of that blush. I'm telling you. This is so bomb. 100% I'm using this in the future. Moving into lips. I got the Viral Kimchi Chic lip liner in the shade Toast. I wanted to get something that is closest to my Essence lip liner right here, which you guys know I love. This is Cinnamon Spice. So I wanted that sort of vibe. I needed to sharpen it. Sharpened horrible. You guys can see it in my face. I was like, girl, look at that. A chunk came out, and I used two different sharpeners actually. That was just so bad. I was actually so irritated. I hate when that happens. It's like the type of texture of the lip liner. It's like, I don't know what they call it, some sort of sharpenable plastic though. I just hate that. So I could not get like a super sharp line, but here is the color. It definitely is very warm. Okay, it has a lot of warm tones in it. It's gonna glide on super easily, and it does have a little bit, look at my, there's literally not a thought going on behind my face. That's why I zoomed in. I'm like, girl, what was I even like thinking in my head? Anyways, you guys can see the difference of the matte lip liner versus the Kimchi Chic liner has so much more luminosity to it, which in my mind makes me think it's not going to last as long. The color is beautiful. I just don't think it's going to be a super long lasting lip liner, if that makes sense. This is Primrose from Revlon. Love this color. I wanted to lighten it up. It's so funny because in hindsight, I always look back on my videos and I'm like, stop lightening your lips. Like it looks bomb with just Primrose, but in the moment, I'm like, well, it needs to be lighter. I just need to make it lighter. So I took Cutie Cake from P. Louise. I've been obsessed with using these blushes on my lips. Girl, you know what I just noticed? I have not stopped talking. Like, I know this is a voiceover, but do you guys ever like, you'll be talking for so long and you're just like, I haven't stopped talking. Like, I haven't taken a breath. Anyways, right now I'm deciding like, should I put a gloss on or should I not? Absolutely. 100% I put a gloss on. But I actually take the Beauty Creations and Louis Castro gloss. This is clear gloss. It's super thick. It's giving MAC lip gloss. Look how thick that is. I don't know if you guys can tell. It is the most glossy, shiny, clear gloss I've ever put on. Look at this. My lips look fake. They look plastic. I'm obsessed with this. If you guys like a thick, long-lasting gloss, go get this clear gloss. I do wipe off the applicator before I put it back in the tube just because it's a clear gloss and I don't want to see it all milky. Like I want it to stay, look, I just took a paper towel. Look how easy that was. Now it's going to stay clear. So satisfying. Also, sometimes I go in with a little bit of blush afterwards to make it a little lighter. Okay, love you guys.
Okay guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I loved getting ready. Honestly, my makeup came out so bomb today, and I don't know if it's like the under eye trend that I tried or what it was, but this is looking so good. Also could be the fact that like my hair is kind of like pulling my face back, so I feel like it's really like extra snatched. I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm about to head to the mall. I'm gonna grab some goodies, and I did post up on my Instagram asking for you guys to ask me questions. So the next video is going to be me probably getting ready and answering those questions just so we can like get to know each other more. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. I feel like we're gonna hit 10K in literally no time, and that I cannot even describe how happy I am. Thank you guys all for being here. I love each and every one of you guys. I hope that you guys do something special for you today. It is Virgo season, so every single time you go out, get yourself a treat. Me and my girlfriend Lexi were just talking about that. It's just her birthday. Her birthday just passed. So she's like, you know what? For every day of Virgo season, when I leave the house, I'm gonna give myself a treat. And it should be like that. So go get your Baja Blast Freeze, go get your Starbucks, go get you a little something from Sephora, a little few things from Sephora, whatever it is. You guys deserve it. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.